Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra CCC. So today we're gonna go ahead and carry on with the Melchulus Labyrinth. Let's just see if Captain has anything to say before we start. Doesn't look like it. All right. Let's go ahead and go. Right, the council meeting. I entered the student council room. Maybe the three of them are taking a little break. They're away from their consoles and seem to be having a lighthearted chat. Good morning, Shinami. Your fatigue points are in the safe region now. Seems like you slept well, I'm glad. Next up is floor 17. We have decoys ready to use against Melchulus, so please just relax and focus on clearing the labyrinth. Decoys to use against Melchulus. We have a body double streak, Shinami. While you were on the 17th floor, we'll have these running around the other layers. I can infer from the amount of experience Melchulus has accumulated that she can detect intruders across the entire sacral labyrinth. Since we'll be concealing the real you, Melchulus will chase after the decoys first. However, in the case that she's waiting for you in the 17th floor, the decoys will prove pointless. Let's prepare for the worst and confront her if that's the case. We need to acquire her SG anyways. Run if you can and fight her until the last moment if it comes down to it. Give it your best, you president of ours. Avoid making eye contact with Melchulus as much as possible. And search for hints to how to defeat her during our exploration into the labyrinth. It's a blend resembling a gamble, but we have yet to identify how what Melchulus' invincibility is. We have no other choice. Okay, I'll put my faith in the student council's back up and go to the lab. Miss Tosaka, do not wish to report the incident that just occurred? I guess it's fine, something major. I won't add any more unnecessary stress than Shinami already has, right? Rin is evading details here. Apparently something minor happened before I stopped by. Did something happen? It's about Shinji. While everyone was napping, it appears she sneaked in and rummaged around, looking for something. Oh, if one messes with these girls, they're liable to strike with a head-get-groin free-hit combo. You dare to rob them? I see that seaweed is in a new light now. A dim one, that is. So, what did Polaroid Pete? That is a hell of a name. Take pictures of? He covered wars or something? That was a sample of the virus. The one that drained levels, skills and whatnot. Man, what is he thinking? Oh, Melchulus was able to use it. It just poisoned if we use it. The cursed item, so to speak. The chances of him misusing it are not zero. For example, if he sought a quick death, that sort of thing. Drinking the poison would end one's life. That kind of thought never occurred to me. But under these circumstances, I can't for sure. I can't say for sure that they would never occur eventually. He figures that if Melchulus and BB are going to kill him, they would be better to go out comfortably while he has a chance. But no, he's not thinking that, since he doesn't have the guts. Of course, considering Shishi's personality, I would think he's using it for no good prank. That's why I need to worry about it. Focus on clearing the labyrinth. Then we can drop the discussion. There, Ren insists on that, but what does Shinji intend to do? Alright, let's take a look at what he's doing right now. You want to know what Shinji is? Let's give me a second to look him up. Huh? He's in the hallways. There's two signals in the janitor's closet, but isn't that where Jinako is? Yep. Alright, let's go there then. Let me just see. I think we're good, but I'm just gonna check the items he has for sale. Yeah, I'll just buy three of these. There you go. This is not mandatory, this little scene we're gonna see, but it's always nice to have to see it a little bit. I hear people talking inside. Tachiniku and Shinji. Shinji, aren't you trying to miss fresh air? You can mess around with your APC girls if you want now. Like, honestly, it's getting stuck in here. I'm telling you to pack your bags and get, man. I'd love nothing more to get out of this cramped room ASAP myself. But no other plastic to remember this place than the student council room has. Once this heavy job finishes, I'll leave. Deal with it. Feels like I'm asking you to help me with this modding. Okay, understood. I can't help, even if you ask me anyway. Shinako is just gonna watch. She's working on something, it seems. She won't ask Winner or any others for help because of his pride, I guess. Although for some reason, I don't feel like I'm getting the nuance right.
やっぱりね。
Yeah, I knew it. If we can just get rid of the absorber simulation effect, we can use this as a debuffing potion. It's easy enough to resist with a little poison resistance, though. Only question left is how much she'll have her nectar spread all over the labyrinth once I get there. Shit, doing this solo is gonna suck. I'd manage it somehow if Ryder were here. Man, I'm dumb. I wouldn't be dealing with this crap if she were here. We'd be long gone back in the near side. I'm monologuing, man. What exactly do you intend to do, Shinji boy? Huh? What do you think I'm going to do? I told you, I'm in the middle of some delicate work. Can you not bother me? Thanks. How am I supposed to respond? I'm in the middle of my own monologue. Is that right? Go ahead, talk away. Come after getting out of here. Shinako here realized something. There are two kinds of captured masters here. We specifically scouted masters lost on the near side. Masters lost in the battle who were deleted by the moon cell. Losers slated for destruction within the next few seconds. There are those with BB Nap dead scouted from the near side and picked in the far side, which is why the moon cell never noticed. I thought about all of that too. Julius Gatto and me and I guess Lancer's master. Either way, the masters here are masters who died in the near side. That's why I only have memories up until I was participating. The moment I completely died, I got dragged into the far side. Although 4 masters here are exceptions, timing-wise, I think BB made her move right as the 5th round ended. That's why the only masters BB can unconditionally exploit are those who were dead up until the 5th round. So, Shinji, you also say that at the time of the near side it'll happen, right as the 5th round was ending, but I have memories even past the 6th round, even up until the 7th round ended. I was hiding in the janitor's closet, so I had no clue what was going on. Still, I heard over the school intercom that there was a winner. I don't know who won, but that means that I lived until the end, right? Probably, but we're in an imaginary number space here, a world where you can take only the outcome if you want, which is why, since your death was decided at the start of the 6th round, you're treated as a dead master. Talk about a cult, Shinako is here, alive and breathing. Maybe I did die in the end, but if we're talking about the 6th round, I was holed up a big time. Not relevant. The moment you boycotted the 1st round, you were definitely dead. Tosaka and the others still have a shot of winning or losing and aren't dead. That's why they only remember up to the 5th round. Get it? It's the difference between those who are undetermined dead and those who are determined dead. Even if someone determined dead survives until the 7th round, they'll wake up on the rear side at the moment right before disappearing. Yeah, it has to be. Or else how could you explain Julius? He has memories in the 7th round, even though he lost in the 5th. How would you know if Julius lost in the 5th round? You lost in the 1st. Julius faced Kishinami in the 5th round. Leo said so. How could Kishinami versus Julius? It'd be strange if neither one died after getting pit against each other. Maybe Haku was the one that got clobbered? Could be the case. Could be problematic for me though, as I'm assuming Haku was the winner. So about those 4 exceptions, the student council room bunch, Leo, Tosaka, Rani, Kishinami. They said they were attacked by BB over in the near side. Unlike us, they didn't find themselves here all alone. And? That's the point. To them, escape means surviving. Once they get back to the near side, we continue the Holy Grail War. On the other hand, we're out. We can only exist here. Returning to the near side means our fate, death. Bring captive animals here, where everything is a lie. And a what-if world worth less than a second in the real world. Does that sound? Then why are you doing here, Shinji boy? Why are you making these modifications? You will die if you go outside, you know. This is the safest place to be, you know. This isn't very Shinji-like of you. I guess the same of you. You don't you want to burst out of here? I don't know anymore. I ran up from the Holy Grail War. They said I have to fight or else I die, so I hid in the janitor's closet. Then I heard a loud sound and found myself here. It must have been the start of the 7th round ending and the victor heading to the moon cell. After that, the moon cell wrecked the school along with the janitor's closet I was in, now that I had no more use of it. I turned a blind eye to the truth, and before I knew it, I was here. I turned a blind eye even for the fact that I had died. Pathetic, ain't it? I casually joined up, got scared, and died without fighting a single battle. But that's who I am. So scared I can't keep this chatty active anymore. That's not really the case. Getting scared and running away makes you a coward, but it's not pathetic. It's just you're facing reality. Way better than a certain dumbass who treated it like a fun game until the very end, looking a fool once on death's doorstep. Shinji boy, you're way too kind for your looks. Unlike your usually garbage shelf, today you're a delinquent saving a puppy from the rain. The death light just gets set.
Oh my son.
Such a nerd. No need to worry. You can make it anywhere as long being as shameless as you are. No one expects anything from you, so who cares if you screw up in any way? I'm most jealous. Yeah, that was mean, man. I'm always a genius. I always say geniuses are cruel. I can screw up in any way. That's not enough for the normies who can accomplish jack the stuff that hate and envy. Yeah, love the haters. Jeez. I had no clue a girl like this was my biggest rival in the gaming world. Yeah, over that we got some real vulgar communications. Boring people are seen as interesting, and interesting people boring. And it's the worst. Even I don't know which was which anymore. Shinji? I know, I'm loaded on PJ. But if I don't act that way, I do, people will call me boring and ignore me, regardless of how awesome my records are. My parents were from a prestigious family that fell to ruin. They bought superior genes from the Western conglomerate I was designed. Then I was given a room to study on my own every day. Papa and Mama didn't want a son, they wanted an excellent heir. Well, whatever. I feel, I like things rather dry. Actually, it was my own one and only pride. Being excellent, leaving excellent records. Making faceless dumbasses know their place. See, I want to leave behind the records. No, records no one could surpass. Proof that I existed. I now realize this after all that's happened. That was my wish. That's why. Much used to be the Holy Grail War. I wanted nothing more if I could win. Even if the Holy Grail War didn't pay out, I just wanted to leave behind the record showing I was here. Even if that record was on the internet where everything is fuzzy, easy to miss, and fleeting. So long as there's an internet, the Holy Grail War's winner name will be engraved there. Professor Shinji boy, how wasn't that flag? Are you gonna marry Rin after you finish working on this too?
何言ってんだよ
You never will hold back, do you? Let me borrow Karna already. I'm going to Labyrinth for a bit. I refuse. The wounds Karna, Haku's servant, gave him haven't healed yet. Besides, although Karna is in rehabilitation, Shineko has him running errands right now. See, there's a new online game I want. I ordered him to go to the imaginary number space and grab a copy of the Italian flavor Devil free. Which means he's fully recovered, hasn't he? I don't know any details, but it sounds like the two are getting along on their own way. I just been getting in the way. Let's live quietly. So yeah, the scene is like optional, but I do think it's very important to listen to it because it's good for Shinji's development. Yeah. That's pretty much all there is for now. Yeah. Yep, the other one is just after the third floor. So yeah, let's get going on this thing, shall we? Level 37, we are level 38. We need to be at 39. Ah, right, it's this one. This one's good XP farm, actually, it's pretty good. There says a Melchel if I can infer that she's not in the floor at present. Our decoys are working for the time being. As if you ran into Melchel now, you'd have no chance of beating her. Please wait, there are signs of multiple servants confirmed. A massive number of servants are on this floor. A massive number of servants? You're saying there are other servants working for Bibi apart from Elizabeth? It's been so long since we saw Alice that we kind of forgot she's here. I see 1, 2, 3. It's absurd getting all these brats. Let's turn into an elementary school. Dinner is reading through they're all casters. What the hell's going on? This place is supposed to reflect Matsulich's mind, right? What kind of hobbies does this girl have? Calm yourself, Miss Lisica. Their exterior may be identical. My readings say that their insides are simply hostile programs. It doesn't change the fact that they're strong, but their abilities are inferior to casters. We have a better prospects in battle. Apparently there's some sort of copies of Caster. This servant always did remind me of French dolls, but seeing so many running around makes her look even more like a doll. It's like a dollhouse. If this is all that's been set up, then I'd like to see proper castle in here. No, never mind. My impressions are nothing to do with tackling the labyrinth. Alright, be careful, Kishami. First head into the floor, where she lives, please. Alright. Let's equip our... Oh, we already have chocolate. Alright, perfect. Hey, Alice. We climbed down the stairs and ran into a strange open area. Out of place in this eerie labyrinth stands a beautiful garden. The center surrounded by a rainbow of flowers is... This is the white kid of the two, isn't it? But isn't she acting kind of odd? I agree with Caster. There's clearly something different about this garden. Just like with the other floors, there's no doubt about that this will lead to a clue towards an SG. A familiar girl is sleeping here. I talked to her but get no response. This is Caster's master, Alice. Back when we met in the Passion Lips area, I had no recollection of her, but now I remember it all. She was Akira Kishinami's opponent in the third round, a little girl who couldn't understand the concept of death and was weaker than I was. After defeating this little girl, I advanced to the fourth round. Alice is so completely frozen, her eyes are transparent as if made of quartz. I hold my hand up, but she doesn't react. She lacks any aura of life.
Oh yeah.
What's going on here? She's not breathing, but her soul still lingers in her body. I don't like the smell of her. It's like she's an embalmed, stuffed animal. Jeez. Wait. I'm pretty sure Alice's lips just moved. Attentively, patiently, I stand in front of Alice and listen carefully. Alice slowly pieces her words together as if desperate to strike blocks with her shredded limbs. Help. Please help her. That's it. After taking several minutes to form words that could have been fit in a single breath, Alice closes her eyes. Her quartz eyes remain open, but her soul is no longer there. Alice used all her strength she had left to leave behind her final words.
伝達します。
Misako, it's unclear what she is trying to tell us, but please resume exploring the labyrinth. Meant to sort these girls into her labyrinth to serve as a mechanic. Gimmick, whatever. Releasing them, which is the way that SG. No, I'll be more direct. Let's save her. That should surely lead to a clue. I read the writing transmission. I won't waste Alice's efforts. I cleared away all the darkness lurking on this floor. Indeed. Alright, let's we can just do a quick save here just in case. I think this is a pretty good place to farm XP if you want. The Alice skulls here. Caster, what the hell are you doing? Or a pretty good place to grind out stuff. Let's go for a guard here. Let's go for this, and then I think we can just go for that. Okay, she didn't use that. I think this should be good enough. Let's just see. There we go. Yeah. You can pretty much use as much skills as you want if you have like a fountain right next to the. This is a pretty short This is a pretty short labyrinth floor. There's not much going on. Alright. I got a sweet chain, that's awesome. And that's pretty much death. There we go. Level 39, right at the level we want to be. Perfect. Oh, let's take care of the Jabberwock. Might as well grab the thing. I think this is the only, like... Yeah. That's the only, like, thing in the whole thing. Anyways, let's beat this guy up. I think that he's considered male, I don't really know, I have to see. A hostile program rather than caster. Normally I'd be used to seeing one, but this on this particular floor it sticks out to me. There seems to be something here that it doesn't want us to have. That there is unmistakably a watchdog. My ears and nose have detected the treasure being stored here. Alright, let's see what we can do. Nocturne. All right. What do we do? What do we do? I'm just gonna use this. Let's go for I'm really curious. Is this let's see if this is a male or not. Let's see that skills as many skills as possible. And of course, he's gonna guard everything. There, he didn't guard it. Oh, damn, 1,000 damage with the basic thing is awesome. Alright, let's see. I think it will be a crit, actually. Let's see. Nope, it wasn't a critical. Just a normal 2,000 damage, alright. So this is, he isn't considered male, Nocturne. Alright, I think just gotta do another one of these and then this, and this. Alright. I think this should be good enough. Yes. Ah, so close. Nah, we are gonna have... no, we got it. Alright, awesome. Off he goes. 4,000 XP, which is awesome. I pick up the item that the fading monster dropped. There are doll parts. I see, this is definitely a key item. It's easy to tell. Can you detect any more enemies of that guy type within this floor? Yes, I see similar readings. 2 of them left. They seem to be positioned in every corner of, say, the northeast. Okay, if that's the only 2 left, then let's get to crushing them. Don't break those parts, Haku. Alright, let's just go ahead and get ourselves our MP back. I think we can just... No, okay, we have to go down there anyway, so... let's go ahead and recover our stuff. So I'm gonna sidestep this one for now. There we go. Save this in case. There we go. Let's beat this girl up and then alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. You got a nice stun off that. Of course, you get a skill off. Luckily, I think Gaster is resistant to spells, so I think we're good. Alright, let's just do this one. Yeah, we won already, but there we go. Alright, Doll Fragment 2. There it is. No fanfare, just straight fight. Alright, let's go. Yeah, doing a thousand damage with normal attacks, which is great. Also, in case it wasn't obvious by the Ruby text, and also she didn't say it this time, but yeah, she's just kicking them in the balls. That's why it's just critical damage against my ult. Oh, that sucks, but oh, whatever. Alright, let's go for this. Let me actually, since we're here, let me see. Bestial Sky and then followed by this one. Let's see just how. I kinda want to see if, of course he paralyzed me. Alright, let's see if this thing is actually. If this the static damage or if it increases. I think it's a static actually. Huh. Alright. Alright, we got it in the end. A bit close there, but we got it. The second enemy also dropped doll parts. It really seems like a key item. One remaining. After that, it's up to you to assemble assembly skills, Miss Haku. Alright, let's just stun the girl here. $9,000 sacrament isn't all that much. But we are able to avoid her, nice. Okay, for a moment I thought caster was a bit too slow. Okay. One left. Let's just go ahead to the fountain. Alright, heal up, save, might as well. Well, whatever, we're right next to the fountain anyway. Doesn't really matter, just use for all skills, honestly. Okay. Alright, let's go to the last one. Honestly, I think we're gonna level up anyway, so let's just beat this one up. Almost. Next one we level up. Let's speed up this one then.
取りに行きますよ。やっぱりこの衣装は落ち着きます。
No. Alright, let's see.
負けません。カチカチですよ。ならなら。機密よ。うなら。ならなら。おやすみなさい。
Alright, level up.
おめでとうございます。
We already got all our skills, so we really are just leveling up for the stat boost, essentially. Alright, there's one last thing here. Awesome. I think that's all the treasure. And there's one more treasure chest, but we won't be able to get it here. We'll just have to wait until the next part to get the other chest. Hey buddy, how on? Fight on. Break. Alright, this is a good test actually. Yeah, do that, do the break one again. Alright, we can take a look at just how much damage it does. 3 buff. 1,200, right? After the buff, 3,000 damage. Okay.
ごまの焚き火と参りましょう。炎天よ、走れ。
There's 2,000 damage buff. In the meantime, alright, in the meantime, this one, while buff, let's see how much that does. While buff, this thing does.
いきます。1号、2号。 これが私の奥の手です。
2,000. Huh. Okay, so I have a feeling this thing is not affected by the buff at all. Huh. I'll pick up the last part and line it up with the others. It's the cruelly disassembled complete set of a ball joint doll. Looks like a small scale caster in a black dress. We return that to its owner. That little thing doesn't belong to Melchlif. Okay, so I do think that this skill is bugged, or this thing that doesn't affect this, or so I think it might be against the guaranteed critical against smiles doing something weird, but it definitely is. I do definitely think it's not. This thing does not augment this. Yeah, it's definitely some weird thing. The curses work. I don't know how Land of the Eternal Bane works, but yeah, something definitely weird is going on here with that skill. I assembled the doll parts I gathered and placed it on Alice's lap. I can't explain why, but I got the sense that this was the right way to build it. This little girl and this doll desire one another.
Ohayo, おせっかいなお姉ちゃん。アリスのお願いを 叶えてくれたのね。もうお礼を言えない私の代わりにお礼を言うわ。
めっちゃくちゃ疲れたので、お礼が素直に受け取っておきますとも。たとえ何もかも間に合わなかった無駄骨でも。して、この集体は何事？私たちが知らない間に BB の不況を買ったとか。
さあ、いろんな冒険をしたけれど、結局すべては夢の中。100里の旅も100歩の散歩も同じこと。私は負けたサーバント。私はさまようスペクター。どんな出来事もアリスたちには簡単の夢。ああ、でも悪い魔女に捕まってしまったの。意地悪なお友達ができてしまったの。あの子は自分しか愛さない。自分のものしか愛せない。だから他人の心を信じない。まさかこんなひどいことになるなんてね。夢見る。
自由を剥奪する。自分に反論しない人型しか愛せない。あの女らしい趣味ですね。
そう、ベルトリリスは人間嫌い。でも動かない人間は大好きなの。そんなメルトに気に入られて、私はプランツドールに早変わり。ひどいメルトのわがままで、私はいろいろバラバラに、彼女のホビーに様変わり。ずいぶん無様な転落だったけれど、あなたのおかげで元に戻れたわ。元の消える直前のサーバントに。
This body is disintegrating. What? I thought she was going to be saved.
そんな顔はしないものよ、優しいあなた。アリスたちは元から死人。ふとした弾みで目が覚めるわ。今度こそ悪い夢はおしまいみたい。さよなら、一人ぼっちのあたし。今まであたしと遊んでくれてありがとう。これまであたしは3度殺されたわ。本当にかわいそうなあたし。でもそのうち2回は幸せだった。最後のお願いをちゃんと聞いてくれる人がいてくれたから。1度目は白い病院の中での孤独だったけれど、2度目と3度目はいつもあなたがそんな顔で見送ってくれたから。それはせめてものお礼。私がこっそり盗み取ったメルトリリスの心のかけら。私では意味がわからない、名付けられないものだけど、あなたなら形にできるでしょう。それじゃあおやすみなさい、お姉ちゃん。幽霊だったアリスの声を聞き逃さないでくれてありがとう。
Like Candy, the servant in the form of a little girl vanishes. Till the very end, she was elegant. She kept the soft and sweet smile on her face.
胸像は一人では生きられない。映り手がいなくなった鏡は、ただの壁に戻るのです。ですが、悲しむことはありません。あのキャスターは最後まで、いえ、この後もずっと、マスターに寄り添うのですから。
Led by Cass's words, I take the SG. Now we have the realistic chance clearing this floor. I don't know what the name for this is, but just having it may make it possible to remove the shield. Let's hop ahead to the shield. There we'll do an analysis. Alright, and now all the enemies become those ball things. I just wonder when, how big a difference of levels. Let me just take a look. This thing, unbuffed, does. I'm just testing this out because it really is bothering me for some reason. Alright. 2,700 at level 40. Roughly. 2,700, right? We should see, if it's compared to the other charms, it should see a 1,000 increase, right? Anyways, let's go ahead and do the, yeah. Right. Let's see. 2,700. Yeah, it doesn't work. What the hell? It's the same thing. What in the world? Okay, so magic ability. Is this because she this isn't a magic and she just kicks them? Is that the joke? She's not using magic at all in this attack. She's just literally just beating the shit out of people. That's why Bestial Sky doesn't work for this one. If that's the case, then that's kind of funny. But yeah. Okay. Note to self: don't buff well, when you're using Bestial Sky. Got it. When you're using the mantra.
待って、迷宮に歪みができ始めてる。何かそこに転移してくる。認識コード、上級 AI 桜タイプ。気をつけてください。この迷宮に匹敵するメモリ量は BB 以外ありえません。
Maybe it's on the way here. But what's with the timing? Wasn't maybe done interfering with us, focusing instead on destroying the course labyrinth?
Is
that BB? This isn't how the BB channel usually goes. She looks like a lesser AI than she does BB. She's way too mechanical.
着信は0件です。応答、返信はありません。県外ではありません。不正メールを削除します。侵入者を待っていました。歓迎します。嬉しいです。排除します。ごめんなさい。
Oh, hey, BB.
何をしているんですか、先輩。
そちら、無遊病の毛でもあるんですか？こんないけすかない迷宮を走るのは、これ、すべてあなたに一撃かますためでしょうに。
ここは、メルトの。そうですか。もうこんなところまで来たんですね。彩色兼備、荒廃無双な私にあるまじきミスです。自動索敵機能をオンにしたままでした。私はもうすぐ全てを手に入れるのに、こんなところで這い回ってる小物に反応するなんてバカみたいです。これというのも、あの壁がバカみたいに強固だからですね。そう思うと壊しがいが出てきました。仕事に戻ります。 先輩は本当に私の元気の元ですね。その点は感謝します。でも、もう終わりですから、早く旧校舎に戻ってください。まったく、メルトリリスは何をしているのかしら。
Waving her black mantle, Bibi turns to go teleport out of this area. Seeing her turn away, I want to stop her, but we'll lose if we challenge her in a battle now. We'll just end up like Leo. All we can do is bear it until until the analysis of the data Archer gave us is complete. What we can do is search the course barrier as soon as possible, and even if we can't defeat Bibi, at least hinder her.
早く力をつけないと。ぐずぐずしていたら、聖杯戦争が始まってしまうもの。まずは少しずつ機能を拡張して、次にサーバントを取り込んで、虚数空間を支配して、安全地帯を作れるまで機能を拡張すれば、やっとあの人を呼び込める。聖杯戦争を止められる。私は消えない。消されてたまるものですか。誰にも邪魔はさせない。邪魔をするのがムーンセルなら、ムーンセルだって消してしまえ。BB の反応消えました。中枢防壁の削岩作業に戻ったようです。びっくりした。BB チャンネルって良心的だったのね。投影映像じゃない本体が出てきたら、迷宮がこんなに歪むなんて。あの子、ちょっとした疑似ブラックホールよ。あのフレームにありえないぐらいのメモリを積んでるから、内部にも外部にも歪みを作ってしまっている。あれ、激痛どころの話じゃないと思う。人間に例えるなら、骨格、筋肉、神経、すべての隙間に金属片を入れてる感じ。だから暴走したのか、暴走しているから平気なのか、私たちにはわからないけど。正常でないことだけは確かです。急いでください。このフロアの出口はもうすぐです。
Alright, off we go. Let me see if we one-shot this guy by using first strike. Nope, he completely whiffed it. Unbelievable, caster. Anyways, right, let's just do whatever at this point. Oh my god. There we go. Yeah, that thing is the one I was talking about. This thing. We need to get the SSG. You open that. But when we when we get the SSG, we have to go back to the student council. So come on, come. All right, she is one-shotting these guys. All right. There we go. A shame we don't get XP from that, but whatever. Let's go. We arrived at the final area for this floor. The shield is blocking our way.
名称は不明でも SG はあるのよね。それなら SG をこっちで解析すればシールドをハッキングできるかも。可能だと思います。キアラさんは人の心を暴いてはいけないと言いましたが、アルターエゴは AI です。ベルトリリスの心を暴くことに倫理問題は発生しません。その SG を私に。
お話は後。やはり来ましたね。トゲ女。
There
探
she
し
is.
たわ。ここにいたのね。結局私の心の行き止まりで見つけるなんてもう運命よね、これは。そんな殺し合いな運命はお断りです。ご主人様、お下がりください。この女、普段よりヤバめです。まさかとは思いますが、そのかかとにこびりついたデータ片は漁師の残滓ですか？そうよ、察しがいいのね、サーバント。私は迷宮の1階からここまで行儀よく降りてきたところよ。だって1階にあなたの反応があったんだもの。あの女たちの差し金でしょ。よくできていたわ、あなたの偽物。あなたを一人殺すとすぐ下の階に新しい偽物が現れたわ。初めはイラッときたけど、殺していくうちにたまらなくなってきたの。あなたの悲鳴、あなたの血液、あなたのお皿に乗った綺麗な首。一層恋に落ちてしまいそう。
I get chills. Mouse didn't chase the decoy Rin and the others made just because she was fooled. She chased them of her own will, executing them. It also wasn't out of her duty to guard the labyrinth, nor out of anger towards being instructed. Just for her own pleasure, one by one, deliberately.
追いかけるたびに笑みがこぼれたわ。刻むたびに胸が高鳴ったわ。殺すたびにため息を漏らしたわ。それで気づいたの。あなたを私のものにする前に今しかできない楽しみ方をするべきだって。おかげで新しい思考に目覚めたわ。喜びなさい。殺すの安心して。命までは摘み取らない。これは戦いじゃないもの。あなたは一方的になぶられるだけの哀れなホビー。さあ、亀のように縮こまって精一杯耐えしのいでくださる？この私があなたで満足するまでね。
Alright, come on. Here he comes. Melville will listen to reason. We need to hold off for now. Alright.
いいところで邪魔が入るんですから。
It's the usual one round thing. One turn battle. Alright, we immediately gotta. I think it's better to just defend. We don't know what she's gonna use. Just go ham on these. Alright, let's see. And you know what? I think I'm gonna guard at the very end as well. Just in case. I have a feeling she's gonna use skills there. Yep, there it is. Luckily, the guard is very powerful. Oh boy, we still are alive. Holy shit. That was lucky. I don't matter what she does here, we will live. Yeah, we got it. Jeez, that was...
偽物とは切り心地が段違い。はしたなく興奮してしまうわ。癖になりそうよ。でもここまでにしておかないとね。もっと楽しみたいけど、殺してしまったらそれまでだもの。
It's bizarre how sharp those are. They're terrifying. Her legs are demonic swords, period. Even if we were to break through the invincibility, we can't take Melville on. He has superior attack power, enough to make me have this unsettling thoughts.
早く校舎に戻って回復してきて。なんならレベルを上げてきてもいいのよ。それぐらいじゃないと今より楽しめ。あら、あなたが所有しているそれ、もしかして私の SC？ いけない人ね。私のコレクションに手を出したばかりか乙女の秘密まで盗み出すなんて。やっぱりここで終わらせてしまおうかしら。
Mouthslip is actually completely careless. Naturally so, since she can't be hurt. Maybe able to leverage that against her to admit her secret.
何を偉そうにこの絶壁胸。人に言えないあなたの秘密、ご主人様はとっくにお見通しです。
Doesn't really can't make up her mind on to insult someone who has a big chest or no chest at all, it seems.
へえ、それは大したものね。じゃあ当ててもらおうかしら。私の秘密は何だというの
Caster easily goes on Mouthslip. The truth behind her second SC is doll maniac. Look at this close construction. How Alex is put on display. Blood turned into wax. Muscle's obsessive affection. There's no doubt about it. Her hidden side she is a doll maniac. It's doll mania for sure.
SC の摘出。不思議ね。穴が開いたのに、それで初めて自分にも心があると実感するなんて。そう、その通りよ。人形はいいわ。ひたすら愛しても文句を言わない。不満をこぼさない。変わらない。私、人間の消費文明は愚かだと思うけど、フィギュア文化を磨き上げたところは感謝しているの。事の起こりはやっぱりヴィーナス像ね。ギリシャ始まった。そうとさえ思ったわ。それが国を越え、海を越え、時を越えて日本の職人たちの手に渡った時、宇宙誕生に匹敵するビッグバン、いえパラダイムシフトが起こったのよ。バレちゃったから言うわ。私人形が好き、大好き。等身大から根付けサイズまで分け隔てなく評価するわ。でも特にお気に入りはやっぱりスケールモデルね。360度舐め回して鑑賞できる支配感、所有感は最高だもの。この趣味がわからないやつは徹底した再教育あるのみよ。溶かした後土台の材料にしてやるから。あ、でもアメトイはダメね。ガチムチすぎる。こと工芸において日本人の繊細さに勝るものはないわ。私の夢は失われた瓦礫職人たちを集めて私のトイ・ストーリー王国を作ること。あ、もちろん職人たちも人形にするから。究極の造形を求めて来る日も来る日も腕を磨き合うフィギュア職人たち。グッドスマイル。こんな素敵な光景が他にあって、いいえ、あるはずがない。ないからこそ私が築き上げてみせる。
That all existed back in 2010 or so, but unfortunately this is the year 2030, and we're in the far side of the moon. Multiple dream is probably hopeless out of reach.
さて、 サーバントを切り刻んで満足したし、SG の摘出も経験したし、お腹いっぱいよ。少しだけお別れね。あなたたちは最終階層にやってくる。BB に追いつく方法はそれしかないから。その時に全てを終わらせてあげる。無様な挑戦は許さないから。刻みがいのある体を作ってくることね。
Matsui vanishes with a cruel smile on her face. This is very much different from what she declared before. I will kill you once we fight. Either she changed her mind after engaging us all these times, or she's not so sure that she can kill us at any time. Yes, she has no worry at all. Whichever it is, she's selling us completely short.
ごめんなさい。私たちがあいつの無敵性を解明できないばっかりに。でも、なんとか突破口は見えそうよ。とりあえず戻ってきて。休んだ後、生徒会室で説明するわ。
Alright, time to go back to school.
お
Unfortunately,
勤
we
めの
can't
後
go
は
back
緑茶と羊羹オー
to
バー。
grab the items there.
なでなでしてくださいね。
We'll just have
ご
to
主人
remember
様。
before we start next one. To the old school. Alright, let me see. Do they want me to go to the student council? Let me just. Nope, my room. Alright. Alright, Caster, do you have anything for us? Or. Nope. Alright.
ご主人様。
Not today, darling. The moon cell score is only a little further. However, you know, right? Just one little poisonous bee in need of a thorough trashing first. I, of course, speak of Meltalip. She's been looking down on us from far above us, above until now. But that ends after tonight. Ren and the others must be concocting a breakthrough plan right about now. Next time this all ends. Seriously.
調子乗るなってんです。
She just claimed that someone's darling completely belongs to her. It makes me super I won't tolerate it. Doesn't she know that my darling was him as human rights? Yeah, seriously, who doesn't know who I have rights? I stared straight at Castro as I agreed at that point. Why are you glaring at me like that? Come on, you're not supposed to be mad at Malchlip. I'm innocent. Alright now, get plenty of rest tonight. Well, let's be ready for tomorrow's carnage. Alright, that's gonna be it. Floor 18.
<sighs> これで準備は万全だよ。信じられないよ。あいつらがやられる前に間に合っちゃったよ。有能すぎるのも考えものみたいな。でもまあ考えついちゃったんだからやっとくしかなかったんだけどさ。僕頭おかしくない？なんだってあいつらのためにここまでやるわけ？そんな借り全くないんですけど。ああ、やだやだ。やっぱりやめよう。そもそも怖いし、うまくいくかわからないさ。あ、いや、うまくはいくよ。うん。この僕が立てた作戦だ。成功率 100%。そこは心配するに値しない。怖いのは言いたいことだけど、それも痛覚をカットしておけばいいし、間違いなくいけるよね、これ。って、何やる気になってんだよ。痛み止めとか飲み始めてるし、僕ってこんなバカだったのか。あくそ！いつまでも続くって保証があれば、こんなこと考えなかったのに。自分が殺されるのと世界が殺されるの、どっちが怖いかなんて考えたこともなかったし、考えたくもなかったけど、どっちにしても終わるって言うなら、やっぱりこっちの方が大切だよね。
couple in the rest. There's one floor in the sectional labyrinth left. Before we head up to the labyrinth, let's talk to some Gauss room. Master has an invincibility, and the others should have strategy cooked up to get through it. Alright, let's just see if Gas has anything special to say for now, and let's see.
やっと一息つけますね。
Nope, alright, that's fine. Alright, that's gonna be it for now. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time for more Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.